लोकशङ्करम् अपारकरुणासिन्धुं ज्ञानदं शान्तरूपिणं श्रीचन्द्रशेखरगुरुं प्रणमामि मुदान्वहम् परित्यज्य मौनं वटादस्थितिं च व्रजन् भारतस्य प्रदेशात् प्रदेशं मधुस्यन्ति वाचा जनान् धर्ममार्गेण यन् श्रीजयेन्द्रो गुरुर्वाति चित्ते नमामः शङ्करान् वाक्यविजयेन्द्र सरस्वती श्रीगुरुं शिष्टमार्गानुनेतारम् सन्मतिप्रदं सद्गुरुचरणारविन्दाभ्यां नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम्. So in Viveka Chudamani, Acharya is talking about the prarabdha karma for a jnani. So there are three types of karma: sanchita karma, agami karma, and prarabdha karma. Sanchita karma is the sum total of all the karmas that we have accumulated over anadi janmas. So it is going to be infinite. Sanchita karma is going to be infinite. What Shastras say is that Bhagavan will take a part of our sanchita karma. That part is called as prarabdha karma, and with that prarabdha karma, Bhagavan will create janma. Because Ishvaraha is karma phala dhata. This is accepted in Advaita. In the six Astika darshanas, Advaita is the one which gives importance for Ishvara. There are Nirishvara darshanas. There are Astika darshanas which negates even Ishvara. How can that be possible? How can you have a darshana without Ishvara? It is accepted in Sanatana Dharma. You can be a negator of Ishvara, Bhagavan, but still can be called Astika, because Astikyam and Nastikyam is not related with Bhagavan, but it is related with Vedas. Okay. So, Ishvaraha karma pala dhata. It is the it is a central tenet of Vedanta or Advaita Darshanam. So Bhagavan takes up a part of our sanchita karma. He names that as prarabdha karma, and with that prarabdha karma, he creates a janma for a particular jiva. According to Shastra, if there is more papa, if the prarabdha karma is only papa, you be born as pasu pakshi mrigadayaha. You will be born as a animal or a tree. They are also jivas. If that prarabdha karma is full of punyam, you will be born as devas. No, even deva, it is a janma. Vayudeva, Indran, Indraya namaha, Agnaye namaha, Yamaya namaha, Nirudutaye namaha, Varunaya namaha, Vayave namaha, Somaya namaha, Ishanaya namaha. All these are devas. They are just positions. The positions will be Sashvatam, but the devas can vary. Okay. So if you have complete punyam in prarabdha, you will go to Devajan. But if you have Mishra, a mixture of both punyam and papam, you will be born as Manushya Janma. In Manushya Janma, when you encounter pleasant occasions, when you encounter occasions that give you pleasure, it is the result of punya karma. It also means your punya karma gets depleted. So if you are feeling happy, we should really feel sad for that. Why? Because your punya karma goes down. In the other case, when you encounter hardships in your life, when you encounter hardships in your life, when you encounter pain in your life, it means that your papa karma goes away. You should be happy for that. Why? Because my papam goes away. Right? So it is going to be a mixture of punyam and papam, human nature. What happens when you get jnanam? When you get jnanam, the entire sanchita karma gets erased. Okay. The entire sanchita gets erased. Agami is the karma which you will get in future. So agami also, for jnani, it will not be there, but prarabdham will stay. Prarabdham will stay, and the jnani has to spend his prarabdham. So he will also get pain. He will also get pleasure in his life. But from jnani's point of view, both pain, pleasure, prarabdha karma, they will be irrelevant from a jnani's point of view. So that is the major difference between jnani and ajnanis like us. We will also encounter pain. We will also encounter pleasure in our life. Jnani will also do that. Just because he gets jnanam does not mean that he will not have any pain points in his life. No, jnani will also have unpleasant occasions in his life. However, a jnani understands that, okay, all these unpleasant occasions are for his body. For his Atma, nothing can touch. No unpleasantness can touch his Atma. Aham Ananda Swarupam, Ananda Bodhoham takes this jnani. So for him, it will be irrelevant. But for us, we will be very, 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 very happy. When we have pleasure, we will be very, 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 very sad when we have pain. That's the difference between jnani and Acharya goes further. He says, jnani will not even worry about prarabdha karma. Once you get jnanam, when we study Vedanta, this is what will happen. I don't need pleasure in my life. Hey Bhagavan, don't give me pain. Even without pleasure, I can live. But I don't need pain in my life. That's what we will pray to Bhagavan. The moment you pray that, it still means that you are not a complete jnani. Why? Because you think that you are getting pleasure and the pain. You are not getting pleasure. You are not getting pain. It is only with respect to the body. Respect to Atma, I am Purna Ananda Swarupam. That kind of dridhatvam in jnanam has to come. And that comes because of nididhyasanam. We have to do Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasanam. The more Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasanam that we do, the more Dridhatvam in the Jnanam comes. The more Dridhatvam in the Jnanam comes, you will be well established in Manana. So that is what we have to be absolutely clear of. And then, so we are ending, I told we are ending the Viveka Chudamani session. So the Guru does the Upadesham of all these things to the Sishya. So I told you, right? So Guru does the Upadesham of Tattvamasi. Sishya has to understand that as Aham Brahmasmi. If Sishya also understands that as Tattvamasi, what is the use of that Jnanam? Guru already knows he is Brahman. The Sishya has to know, right? So even that is being told in Viveka Chudamani, Iti Guru Vachanat Shruti pramanat paramavagasya satatvatmayuktaya prashamita karuna samahitatma Vachadachala kritiratmanishto bhoot. So the Sishya, so there is a third person who is seeing the conversation between the Guru and Sishya. The Guru has finished his teaching. So the third person, the narrator, he says, Iti Guru Vachanat. The Sishya has to know the truth by what? The first is Guru Vachanat. That's why Guru is very, 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 very important for any field of knowledge, especially for Vedanta. You should never take a book and read from that book, especially Vedanta, because you are bound to make mistakes. You should never say, I don't need any Guru, I'm going to sit in meditation, Guru will come to me. No, you have to actively seek a Guru. Vedanta, you have to actively seek a Guru. Adya Shankara Bhagavad Padacharya, he is a Jnani, born Jnani, but even now, even then, he went to Narmada and he did Sharanagati to Govinda Bhagavad Padacharya. He accepted Govinda Bhagavad Padacharya as a Guru. He listened to all the Upanishad explanations, Gita explanations from Govinda Bhagavad Padacharya, and then he wrote all the Bhashyams for Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, Vishnu Sahasranam, etc. Even Krishna, if you go to Purana, even Krishna was a great jnani. We say Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Even Krishna went and sat in the class along with other students. Oh, mischievous Krishna, he never sits in one place, but he went and ரொம்ப அடக்க ஒடக்கமா சாந்தி பண்ணிட்டு வந்து பாடம் கத்துட்டார். Rama, yesterday was Ramanavami. Rama went and learned things from Guru. Vishwamitra, whatever the astra, shastra that are needed for Ravanavadam, Rama learnt it from Vishwamitra when he went to the Vanam along with Vishwamitra. When Rama was facing a hurdle, it was Agastya who came and who did the Upadesham of Aditya Hridaya Stotram to Rama. So having a Guru is very, 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 very important. So the first pramana for a Sishya is Guru Vachana. Okay. Then Guru Vachana, Guru also has got a Lakshana. You cannot take any Tom, Dick and Harry as a Guru. Bhagavad Gita says, Tadvitti Pranipadena Pariprashnena Sevaya Upadekshanti Te Jnanam Jnaninaha Tattvadarshinaha. Upanishad says, Parikshalokan Karmachitan Brahmano Nirvedamayat Tad Vijnartam Sa Gurumeva Abhigachet Samitpanihi Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam. This is the Lakshanam of Guru. The Guru has to be a traditional scholar. Shrotriyaha. We do not believe in modern day Guru. A Guru can employ a modern approach for teaching. Previously, it used to be a Gurukula, ஒரு மரத்தடியில பக்கத்துல ஒரு சொம்புல தண்ணியை வச்சுட்டு குரு உட்கார்ந்துருப்பார், சிஷ்யால் உட்கார்ந்து கேட்பா, கையில இருந்து புக்கை பார்த்து நடத்த மாட்டா, எல்லாமே மனசுல இருந்து நடத்துவா, சிஷ்யாலும் நோட்ஸ் எடுத்துக்க மாட்டா, everything will go directly into Sishya's mind. That was previously. Now, with respect to time, things will change. So we'll have Zoom classes, etc. But the thought has to be traditional. Shrotriyam. The Guru has to be a Shrotriya. The Guru has had to be a Sishya. Only when a Guru was a Sishya at one point of time, the Guru can foresee what questions the Sishya will ask. Okay, when I was a Sishya, I had this question. So my Sishya will also have that question in their mind. So I will answer them even before they ask. Right? That will be the mindset of a traditional Guru. Shrotriyam. And it is not enough that the Guru is Shrotriyam, he is also a Brahmanishtam. A Guru should not be like a textbook. A Guru should not be like a textbook. What is a textbook now? Whatever is written on the textbook has got no use for it. How to make money? A person has written a book. Will the book make money? No. The person who has written the book will make money, but the physical book has got no prayojanam because of that, because of what it has been written on it. So a guru should not be like that. A guru should be a Shrotriya guru. He should also be a Brahmanishtha guru. He should also be a Tatvadarshinaha. In terms of Bhagavad Gita, Jnaninaha Tatvadarshinaha, says Acharya. In the case of Upanishad, Shrotriyam Brahmanishtham, says Upanishad. Both has got same meaning. A Jnani is a Shrotriya who has done Vedadhyayam, who has done Shastradhyayam, who has done Abhyasam in a traditional way, who does not add his own mane, tene, ponmane during the class. All these are Guru Lakshana. You can have illustration. Previously people used to give examples of Ghataha, Pataha. Ghata அப்படின்னு வரும் Ghatabhashyamne ஒரு பாஷ்யம். In order to explain the nimitta karana, upadana karana, etc., if you see in Shankara Bhashya, etc., this is the example that they give. Okay, a ghata, a pot. What is the relationship between clay and a pot? What is the relationship between cloth and a kite? Ghataha, pataha, ghatatvam. In clay you will have gatatvam. That's why gata comes from the clay. In cotton, you have patatvam. That's why pata comes from cotton. That is why gata will not come from cotton. Pata will not come from clay. All these things are the examples that they give in those days. But in these days, nobody has seen gata, nobody has seen pata. So the examples might have become irrelevant. So we have to come up with different examples like gulab jamun, etc., to make the class interesting. So you can improvise on example, but you cannot improvise. You cannot, sneak in your own opinions about what is Maya, what is Atma. Okay, Adi Shankara says this is Atma, but this cannot be Atma. I feel this is Atma. We should not tell that. A Guru should not tell that. Guru should faithfully transmit the knowledge. Mahaperiyava says in a different context. He equates this parampara to a relay race. Devathan Kural, Mahaperiyava equates the parampara to a relay race. What is the relay race? You would have seen, the person who's running will have an object in his hand. He has to run. He has to give that object to the next person. The next person will take that object and run. He will give the object to another person. That person will take the object and run. It is what is called as relay race, right? Mahaperiyava says this Guru Parampara, this Acharya Parampara, this Anatana Dharma Parampara is like relay race. We have got that object in our hand. Our ancestors have given that object in our hand. They have done their duty. Now it is your duty to take this object, give it to the next generation. If we don't do that, it is Mahapapam. Says Mahaperiyava in Devathan. So Guru has to be like that. He has to be a part of that relay race without adding anything, without deleting anything, without editing anything. He has to present the knowledge. He can make changes to make the Sishya's life easier. The Guru still can give Gada example. The Guru still can give Pata example if it makes the Sishya's life easier. Otherwise, we have to resort to Gulab Jamun or Wi-Fi, in order to be accommodating for a modern Sishya. Sishya can be a modern, the teacher and teaching method can be a modern, but teaching should never be a modern. That is why the emphasis has been given for Guru Vachanat. And then only comes Shruti Pramanam. If we see the shloka, iti Guru Vachanat Shruti Pramanam. Normally we give importance to Shruti, Vedas. But How do you know Vedas? Through Guru. So the order of importance, the order of pramanam is very beautifully put in by Acharya. Iti Guru Vachanat Shruti Pramanat Paramavagamya Paramavagamya Sattatvatma Yuktaya. So first is given by Shruti Pramanam. First is Guru Vachanam. Second, Shruti Pramana. Why? Because we believe that Guru will not deviate from Shruti. First, Guru, you believe Advaita. Why? Because my Guru says so. Next, because Vedas says so. Only next, because I have my own Anubhuti, Atma Yukti. I have my own Yukti. I have my own reasoning. I have analyzed everything in my mind. I am convinced. That is a great Pramana. I am convinced. That is my great Pramana. So, person who has obtained this knowledge through these three means, Prashamita Karunaha Samahitatma Kvachit Achala Atmanishto Bhut. The Sishya, he has brought all his Prashamita Karunaha, Prashamita Karanaha, Karanaha Prashamita. He has withdrawn his senses. Samahitatma, having a steady mind. What did he say? Kvachit. At one point of time. It need not be the same classroom where Guru does Upadesha. Kvachit. At one point of time, he becomes Atmanishtaha San. He becomes an Atmanishta. Meaning what? He becomes enlightened. After that, what happens? It is not immediate process. It can be a 1 second process. பெயர் நினைத்திடவும் பிடித்திழுத்தனை உன் பெருமை யார் அறிவார் அருணாச்சலா says Ramana Maharshi. For Ramana Maharshi, it was a 1 second process. But for you and I, people like you and I, it will not be a 1 second process. Why? Because Ramana Maharshi, it is 1 second process because he has already done this previous janmas. But we are probably doing it for the first time. That is why Acharya says, Vachitkalam Samadaya Pare Brahmani Manasan Uthaya Paramanandatu Idam Vachanam Abravi. Kvachitkalam Samyag Adaya. So the person, he keeps his mind with the Brahman. Again, we have to be very, 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 very careful when we read and interpret the shlokas. It does not mean Brahman is somewhere else. His mind goes and he has merged his mind with Brahman. Oh, he has understood himself as Brahman. Vachatkalam Samadha. It has to happen for a length of time. Only then all the Vasana Kshayam will happen. I have Brahmanubhuti for 1 second. Next second I come to being Samsarin, it will not help. It has to be for a length of time. That is why we say Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam. Shrotavyaha, Mantavyaha, Nididhyasitavyaha. Pare Brahmani Manasam. It has to be a mental process in this Janma. Please do not think I listen to Viveka Chudamani, Bhagavad Gita. After I die, I go merge with Brahman. No. Manasam, it has to be a mental activity. Kvachit kalam samadaya pare brahmani manasam. Then Shishya is going to tell his feedback to the Guru. Buddhaya Paramanandat Idam Vachanam Abravit. The Shishya is going to tell, hey Guru, this is what I have understood from your teaching. So until now, the Guru is telling his point of view backed by Vedas. From now, Shishya is telling his point of view backed by his Anubhava. It's very important. Guru never tells this Anubhava. Guru speaks only from Shastra Pramana. Because of Guru Shastra Upadesha, Sishya gets an Anubhava, and these are the Anubhavas of Sishya. Brahmananda Anubhavam. Jivan Mukta Anubhavam is what Sishya is going to tell. This is also very, very important. A Guru should let Sishya speak. He will have lots of types of Guru, where Guru will be teaching. He will never listen from Sishyas. It is also bad. You know why? Because then you will never know whether the Sishya has understood the subject properly or not. Only when you let the Sishya speak, it is like assessment for the Sishya. Only when you let the Sishya speak, you can understand, hey, whatever I have taught, he has understood well. If the Guru keeps on speaking and finishes the class, does not listen from Sishya as well, then whether Sishya has understood rightly or not, Guru will never know. Right? So here Sishya says, Buddhirvinashta galita pravrittihi brahmatmano rekataya dhigatya idam na jane pyanidam na jane kim va kiyadva sukhamastyaparam. Hey Guru, I have understand my own nature. Buddhi Vinashta, my buddhi nashta, innapa the intellect. By buddhi, he talks about his sukshma sharira. I used to have an abhimana for my sukshma sharira. Everything has gone off. Previously, the stula sharira abhimana would have gone, because we all have some understanding that we are not the stula sharira. But the problem is to dissociate ourselves from Sukshma Sharira. That is why even Thiruvalluvar says, Teenal Shuttapun Ullarum Arade Navinal Shuttavadu. You don't need Vedanta to understand that you are not body. Everybody understands that to some extent. That is why Thiruvalluvar says, hey, if somebody hurts your body, that hurt will go off in a time. Teenal Shuttapun Ullarum. Because this is body. Body changes. This is body. Body changes. With age, you will get a maturity. You will mature enough that to understand that this is not me. But what people will never let go is their identification with Mano Buddhi Ahankara Chittani, the Sukshma Sharira. That is why if somebody hurts my Sukshma Sharira, my Manas, my Buddhi, my Ahankaram, Navinal Suttavadu, if somebody talks to you and hurt you, they don't physically hurt you, but they touch your ego. They will say, right, you press the button. Press the button and you have hurt me in a very bad way, not physically, but mentally. You have hurt my ego, you have hurt my intellect. Because we have more identification with our Sukshma Sharira, we don't want anybody to hurt my Sukshma Sharira. Why? Because the identification with the Stula Sharira comes only in this Janma. I am 1 year old. This person has got 1 year of identification with Stula Sharira. I am 5-year-old. 5 years of identification. I am 50 years old. 50 years of identification. I am 100 years old. 100 years of identification. But his identification with the Jiva, his identification with the Sukshma Sharira is from Anadi, from creation. He has got infinite years of identification with this Sukshma Sharira. That is why first thing Acharya says is Buddhir Vinashta. Hey, I have lost my identification with my Sukshma Sharira. Galita pravrittihi. There is no pravritti for me. There is no karma for me. There is no urge for me to do anything. Why? Because everything is going to happen to this Sthula Shukshma Sharira, but I am neither of them. Buddhir Vinashta Galita pravrittihi. Okay. This happens even in your sleep as well. What happens in our deep sleep? There Vinashta, you will not have any identification with Sukshma Sharira, Sthula Sharira, Galita Pravrittihi. You will not have any urge to do anything, but you are not along with Brahman. You don't identify with Brahman. So here Shishya says, Brahmatmano I realize Adhigatya. What do I Adhigatya? Brahmatmanoho Ekataya. I realize my identity between Brahman and my own self. I realize that Aham Brahmasmi. So the Guru has done the Upadesham of Tattvamasi. Shishya has understood that as Aham Brahmasmi. Idan na jane, apya nidham na jane. Kamvakyadva sukha sattva sukha mastvaparam. I don't see anything else. Idam na jane, anidham na jane. Whatever that is present surrounding me, everything is my vibhuti. I don't see any other entity than me. I don't see their presence. I don't see their absence. I don't see their presence. I don't see their absence. Idam na jane, anidam na jane, kim va kiyadva sukham astvaparam. Aparam sukham. Once you realize your own nature, once you abide by your own self, it is apara sukham. Param means a limitation. Param means an end. Aparam, without any end. We say apara karuna sindhum jnanadam shantarupim. Endless ocean of mercy. Aparam. Sukham aparam. The Atma Sukham does not have any end. All these Vishaya Sukhams, they have an end. Eating and gulab jamun, I will be happy only when I eat. After I eat, I check my sugar level, I will be very, very sad. So gulab jamun Sukham is Param Sukham. Any Sukham, any Anatma Sukham, I have told you, it has got three problems. Anityatvam, Atriptikaratvam, Bandhagatvam. Dukkha-mishritatvam, Atriptikaratvam, Bandhakat. These are the problems with any other Vishaya Sukham. But Atma Sukham has got none of all these. So, I don't know the end of this bliss. I don't know the end of this Ananda. Says Shishya. We are going to see more of this. What is the feedback from Shishya? What is the Anubhava of Shishya after listening to the knowledge? We will see in the next class. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti 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 Shri Guru Pyo Namaha Harihi Om. Thanks a lot.